How is everybody doing today? We're going to be doing some live readings and activations on this April Fool's Day. So let's see if Spirit is going to give us the truth or is it going to fool us? We don't know because we're still waiting for the answers. All right, looks like we're having people starting to join in. Welcome on this April Fool's Day for some live reading, some activations, maybe some entertainment as well. You never know what's going to come on through these lives. Spirit might be playing April Fools on us, and it may not. I don't know. That's on Spirit. So let's see what we get today. Please remember, be polite, be kind, be patient. Usually, get about 1,000 people come on these lives, and so I'm never going to get to everyone, but I try to get to as many as I can, and I'm going to shuffle some decks while we're getting ready here, while people are just starting to come on. And put your questions into the comments. Only ask your question once. If you have gotten your question answered and you have received a card, I ask that you please like, follow, share, and subscribe. And if you're already following, make sure you're sharing. And Happy New Year. Somebody's pushing out the spiritual New Year. Let's see what we've got here. And so, how is everybody doing today? Welcome to April. January, February, and March have been some tough months. We just had a whole bunch of things going on. So let's see if we get any questions here. Just remember, ask your question once. Be polite. Be patient. Wait to see if your question gets answered, and don't put it in 1,000 times. Well, hello from Ohio, Jaybird. Are you looking for a card? If you are, just let me know what kind you're looking for, or if you just want a general. And Tracy Hannah, will your daughter pass her Navy training? I'm sure she will, but let's see what Spirit says. And good for her. Spirit says indeed, and thank her for her service. Make sure you're telling her that. Takes a really special kind of person to join the armed forces. General card for Tamrin. Let's see what we have calling for you. Okay, for Tamrin, Spirit is saying, take off your mask. Stop pretending to be who you're not. Be who you are. You're charming enough on your own. You don't need anybody else to tell you how to be or do. Hope that makes sense. And let's see who we have here. Bear with me while I pull some cards here. For the flower that says me, please, you'll get your chance today. And just remember, everybody, just ask your question once. For you, I guess it's Kaylin. You're being asked to really take your power back. It's time for you to do a solar plexus healing. This is where your power is. Right now, your third chakra is blocked. It's time for you to clear that up. I have some light language clearings for the solar plexus. That's on my YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual, but it's time for you to work on that a little bit. And a general card for Jay. So I've got a lot of people here. I'm not going to get to everybody, so just make sure that you are liking, following, sharing, subscribing, and being patient. I will try to get to as many as I can, but I can't get to everybody. For you, this, Jay, Spirit is telling you to have faith. Have faith in yourself. It's time for you to really remove all your doubts and really believe in yourself. I hope that makes sense for you. And well, hello from England. It's pretty late at night tonight. Let's see what we have for you from England. That's Penny. Let's see what we have. Penny, Spirit is telling you it's time for some patience. Whatever you're waiting on, it's going to take a while. So just make sure you're exercising that patience and allowing it to happen as it flows, not trying to force it. I hope that makes sense for you. And For Tammy Youngerman, will you be okay? I'm sure you will. Let's see what's going on in your space. Love your journey. Be open to the idea of loving yourself. So, yes, you'll be fine, but you have to find some love within yourself. And let's see what we have here. So, we've got Kathy. Let's see what we have for you. And just remember, please just ask your question once and not more than once. All right. So, Kaylin, you only get one question. Anything else, you need to go get a. And so for who was it here? Bear with me. I just lost who it was. Kathy, you have special gifts. Never surrender to the normal, and get a reading. So you're being asked by Spirit to get a reading. There's something you need some information about, and you're not going to get it in a single card. Spirit's saying it's time for a reading. I do offer paid readings. They range from $10 to $60 depending upon what type you are. Just DM me after the live. Otherwise, if I'm not the right one, find somebody, but you do need a reading. NA, can you get a card? Anastasia. Yeah, let me find which card. I feel you're needing maybe a tarot card. Let me get that deck. And just remember, everybody, just ask your question once. If I can get to you, I will. So for you, for Anastasia, Spirit's telling you you've got everything you need to manifest what you want right now. You just have to believe in yourself. All the energies are there with you. It's one of the best cards in the deck to get. And Gigi, let's see what we have for you. And for you, Gigi, we have the Lovers. Now, that doesn't always signify love. Most of the time, it signifies a choice between A or B. You're going to have to choose. You probably know what this choice is already. So, Spirit just says, choose wisely. That's what I'm hearing. I hope that makes sense to you. And Phil, yes, you can get a card. Let's see what we have for you today, Phil. Maybe an energy card for you. For you, Phil, you got 3 cards. You got Healer of the Ages, Attachment, and Woman Holding a Coin. Seems like you've got an issue with some woman in your past. You're attached to it. Spirit's saying it's time to heal. It's time to release all this. Let it go. It's holding you back. And sequel soliloquy. Great question. Will you ever be loved? Well, the question is, will you ever love yourself, right? Because we don't get love until we love ourselves, because everything external is a manifestation of our internal self. So let's see what's blocking you. Sequel, wow, that came out fast. So sequel, there's 2 things that are blocking you. One is getting crumbs. You deserve more than crumbs of affection. Wait for somebody who truly loves you. And the other one's untrue stories. You keep on telling yourself stories that bad things are going to happen, and what happens is that they manifest because you keep on telling yourself that. You need to find the love within yourself, and when you find that love within yourself, that love that you want will manifest. It's not easy, but you have to work on it. Start with some heart healings. And let's see, what do we have? So bear with me while I scroll. We got a lot more people than I can answer questions for. So let me see who is next that I feel called for. Carmel Beecher. Let's see what we have for you today. And for you, you've got some obstacles. You've got the strength to overcome them. However, you're going to have to really reach in. You're going to have to climb a little bit harder. You see how tall that mountain is? That's a mountain, but you can make it over there. You just have to believe in yourself. And Leilani. Let's see what we have here. So Leilani, we have a few things going on here. First, Spirit saying you're obsessed, and Most likely you're obsessed with material things. Spirit's saying, get away from this. And when you do, you're going to have a celebration coming in because this stuff is keeping you stuck. You need to connect to self. I hope that makes sense to you, Leilani and Jenny. See what we have here. And just remember, everybody, please make sure you're reading the screen with the rules. Just ask your question once. Don't ask more than that. For you, Jenny, it's really time for you to have faith in yourself. Start believing in yourself. As you believe in yourself, things will believe in you. Teresa Knutson. Another one, you are charming, right? So stop trying to pretend who you're not. Be who you are. Let's see who else we have here. Shelby. Let's see what we have for you. Shelby, for you, declutter. Your whole energy is a mess right now. It's time for you to clear a lot of that energy. It's time to do some grounding. Try to clear the clutter around your space, clean things up. It's time for you to move some energy. I have a really good healing for that over on Silver Fox Spiritual over on my YouTube channel. And let's see who else I have. I've got a lot of people on here, so I'm not going to get to everybody. My screen is really moving fast. So just bear with me. K32 or 369, yours came to my attention, and so let's see what we're getting here. I'm going to pull a deck, right? Whenever anybody asks about the closer to meeting a good guy with a relationship, we have to see what it is that you're doing that's blocking you in love, right? And for you, right, it's not my type. You find something wrong with everyone, and what you need to do is you need to open up your boundaries a little bit. Your boundaries are too tight, and so why you can't find the love is because nothing's your type. You need to kind of settle in and figure out what it is your type, and then allow for it and stop chasing things that you know are not going to be successful. Hope that makes sense for you. Let's see. And we got a lot more people than I can pull cards, and I'm getting a heck of a lot more. So just be kind, be patient, ask your question once. If I am called to it, I will pull a card for you. If I'm not, it's just the luck of the draw. I'm never going to get to everybody here today. And let's see who else I'm being called to. Bear with me. I'm just tuning in to see. I know there was somebody. Kayla Sasha Stivison. Let's see what we have for you. I feel you need an energy card, so bear with me while I find them. Just make sure that you are liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. And Kayla, what do we need for you? Wow, they popped right out. So for you, we have the garden and the gate. And when we see the garden and the gate, there's a gate in front of that beautiful garden. But yet you have the ability to free your hand and open up that gate, but you're not. You have to work with your friends, your neighbors, your family, your community, and open up that gate. Allow that abundance to come in. There's probably people wanting to help you bring yourself into that gate. You're probably just blocking them. Don't block them. Allow help to come in. Let's see who else do I have here that is calling me at this moment. Bear with me. Samantha, let's see what we have for you. And Samantha, please do read the screen because I see you doing a couple. We only ask once here. I'm going to allow you to slide for now because I'm being told that you need something. Let me pull the card that you need here. Samantha, but you have to learn to follow the rules. All right, Samantha, you've got some obstacles that are coming. You have some, or you're going through some obstacles right now. Most likely it's financial. Spirit's saying, overcome these obstacles, get to your fresh start. All right, so everybody here, please give me a second here. Just need to reground myself. We'll go over the rules really quickly, and I'm going to do a quick pick a pile for some people here so everybody can get a card. So the gist of it is I only have a couple rules. First rule is if you get a card, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. If you are already subscribed, then just make sure that you're sharing because I'm spending my time and effort for free here. I ask that you do the same. Also, only ask your question once because it causes the screen to scroll if I see people asking the same question over and over again. And generally, what I'll do is I'll either mute you or block you. And generally, it's only for this one reading or this one cycle of live. But why take the chance? Just follow the rules. It's really easy. Asking more than once just kind of gets me cranky rather than actually getting you what you want, which is the free card. So hopefully everybody understands that. We're going to get everybody a card right now here. This is a yes or no question. And Carmel, how do you get a full reading? What you do is you send me a DM or send an email out to silver.fox.affirmations@gmail.com. I will send you a whole menu of services. My readings range from $10 to $60, and the $60 one is a full reading, which I will do over Zoom, so you get to, basically see the cards laid out as you do here. It gets recorded and you can ask questions. It's interactive, and usually at the end we have a light language healing for whatever we discover. Because I read energies, I don't talk about stories. And so with that, let's get back to our pick a pile. And thank you for asking, by the way. Let's look at a pick a pile here. We have yes or no answers. Tune into your own intuition because we want to teach you how to use your own intuition. Start trusting yourself. And whatever that question is, yes or no, you put it in your head and then you pick a pile. Yellow, purple, or blue. Don't second guess yourself, just allow the answer to come to you. So let's see what everybody picks. I'm going to give you about 2 or 3 seconds here, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick the cards. All right. So hopefully everybody's got your answer. If you want to put it in here, that'd be great. Okay. So if you have the yellow pile, your answer is yes. Brilliant idea, clear path, bright future ahead. If you've asked the purple pile, your answer is no. Burning through money, poor investment, broke. And if you've chosen the blue pile, your answer is no. Spotted reputation, bad, rotten idea. So blue and purple, sorry for you guys, but that answer is a no. And for you, with the yellow pile, your answers are yes. Hopefully that does answer a lot of questions. Okay, because there seems to be a lot of yes or no answers that we could have solved with that. And so hopefully everybody who has chosen and participated got at least a card from that. And so with that, we'll continue on some questions, but make sure you're liking, following, sharing, and subscribing. And make sure your notifications are on so you know when I go live. I go live quite a few times. Now I'm going to scroll up and down the line here, see who I am being called to. I won't be able to get to everybody here, but we're going to try to do as many as we can. Let's see. Let's see who has a question that's fun to answer. And Margaret, we only answer a question once. I'm muting you because you haven't followed the rules. You can come back another live, but we don't play that game of being the most talkative parrot and expect that we're going to get our card here. And thank you, Regina Long. I appreciate that. And let's see what we have here. Yeah, anybody who's going to parrot like that needs a paid reading because you think you're going to get an answer by being squawky. Doesn't work. Let's see what we have here. So we've got a few more yes or no questions. All right. For Will your son finally be sober? Spirit's saying no, but it's not your call. As much as you want to help him, he has to find his own path. Um, Diana Luongo. See what we have for you. For you, Diana, it is the Magician in the Mirror and a broken heart. So for you, you got a broken heart and you're not able to see through illusion. Probably what's the magician in the mirror? The magician is the one with the magic and the mirror is the one with the illusion. You're not able to see clearly. You're in confusion. This heartache is keeping you blocked. You need to clear this out. You need to do a heart healing. Go to my Silver Fox Spiritual channel on YouTube, Silver Fox Spiritual, and do some heart healings. You need to get a heart healing because right now you're stuck in illusion and it's really blocking you bad. Let's see what we have. And Jax, it's a good question. That's a tough one, right? Will you ever learn to love yourself, find inner peace? You will if you choose to, right? But it's going to take a lot of work. It starts with, I would start with an inner child healing, Jax, and then start moving your way out. I have a lot of that over at my Silver Fox Spiritual. Maybe try a couple of those healings, see if they help you. If they do, then perhaps maybe reach out for a private session that can help you, but you have to find the love within yourself by connecting to self, right? It's the only way you're going to find that love within yourself is by connecting yourself. Trying to find it from external things like guides, angels, anything outside of yourself, it's only going to lead you to ruin. I hope that helps you, Jack 71. I'm going to pull you a card of advice. And Spirit's saying, right now, you need a fresh start. You are born to stand out, but you're not fitting in. Why? Because you're trying to fit in. Don't fit in. Be who you are. And once you do, the good times are going to come, and you're going to find that love for yourself. But you really got to get in and get in connection with yourself. I hope that helps you, Jax. And Putty Bear, you have to sit with that. Why can't you let go? You have to get into a place where you'll allow yourself to let go. I have some really good healings on letting go. It's hard because energetically we have a lot of contracts on things that we don't want to let go of, and we have a lot of belief systems, and each of those systems, programs, and contracts all need to be removed in order for you to get to that place where you want to be. And let's see what we have here. Let's see. And hello from Canada. How is it up in the Great White North? Sherry Daniels, let's get you a card. And appreciate everybody who is on here. Just remember, I can't get to everybody. I will try to get to as many as I can. I also do paid readings, so if you're interested in a reading, you're having a little fun, it's a good time. Just reach out. I do them usually on Thursdays and Sundays. For you, Sherry Daniels, social media detox. Somebody's been doing a lot of doom scrolling here. It's time for you to get outside of that drama that you're letting take over your life. It's time for you. You're in Canada. It's the most beautiful place. See the beauty that's outside. Get outside and enjoy it. I don't think it's super snowy out there still now, is it? I think it's starting to warm up a tiny bit. So hopefully that helps you. And let's see who else we have here. And just remember, everybody, I'm not getting to everybody here. I'm going to pick a few people, and we'll see where we can go. And thank you, Pooty Bear. I appreciate that. And we have another person from Canada, from Ontario. I've been to Ontario once or twice. Let's see what we have for Stargazer Mommy. And for you, Stargazer Mommy, it's the goddess of the moon. You're sitting somewhere in illusion. Whenever we see the moon, this is all about illusion. It's always about illusion. You got to get out of that. You got to clear your head. You got to ground. It's time for you to kind of release whatever's keeping you stuck into that illusion and confusion. I hope that helps you, Stargazer Mommy. Wow, out of power since Saturday. It kind of sucks. I hope it's warm by where you are, Sherry Daniels. And hopefully it wasn't just because you didn't pay the power bills. And Alice Smith, let me pick a card for you. I feel a love card for you, Alice. I'm not sure why, but let's see what we have. And Alice, for you, there's a life partner. If this person's not in your field now, it's going to be. And let's see who else we have here. And Katya from New York. Let's see what we have for you. I'm feeling into this set of cards. This is another set of love situations, but sometimes the cards don't speak about love. It just speaks about a situation. So let's see what we have, Katya. For you, Spirit is saying timing is everything. You're at a crossroads, right? And what you want is it's going to be a choice, but the divine timing is at play, which means that once you're going to know when that choice comes up. It may take a little while for it, but it's going to come. But you're going to find yourself in that crossroads. And when you do, make sure you're actually really tuning into yourself to see what the right choice is. I hope that makes sense to you, Katya. And let's see what we have here. Well, we got a lot of people from Canada today. Let's see. Let's see who else we have here. So bear with me. We have Wendy from Michigan and JNI68. No, you're not being filtered. I'm just going to people who I am being called to. Some people get some people don't. So let's see what we have here, Wendy. And for you, Wendy, it's time for you to change your energies. When we see take a vacation, it means take a pivot, try something different, because whatever you are, you're stuck in comfort, and that comfort is keeping you stuck. You need to get a little bit uncomfortable, change your perspective. And Angie, you would like a reading. Okay, let's see what we have for you, Angie. And for you, Angie, it's time for you to do some shadow work. There's some music that's going to help you with that shadow work. So find some type of a music that helps you really meditate a little bit. It's time for you to meditate, go within, connect to self, and rediscover yourself. Rediscover who you truly are, not the trauma-based Wendy, but the true Wendy. It's going to be a wonderful discovery. And let's see what we have here. And for those of you who are asking the same thing over and over again, yeah, you're going to get muted. You are being filtered because you manifested it. I just ask you to ask your question once and be good with that. So Linda French, 148 from the UK. Wow, you're really late night tonight. Let's see what we have for you. We have challenge yourself. Spirit saying you're playing it small. It's time to play it big. Really challenge yourself. Get out of the box that you created for yourself. You're much bigger than that box. And well, I got a lot more people from the UK. All right. So for all those of you coming in here and asking the same question over and over again, that won't help you. I get really cranky with that. Just say hi once, ask your question. Don't go more than that, because then I start getting cranky and I start muting people. Let's see. Disney mom, will you get what you want? Not at Disney you won't, but let's see what we have here. Spirit's saying for sure you will. So, and you're welcome, Linda. And let's see who else we have here. Bear with me. Bree Graham, is there a message for you? I don't know. Let's see. And Deborah C. Primate, South Africa. What time is it out there? So this one is for Bree, for you. And we've gotten this a lot today. You're charming. A lot of you guys aren't really in love with yourself, and you need to start finding the love for yourself, because you guys are all wearing masks. You got to stop wearing the mask. Stop trying to pretend to be somebody you're not. Be who you are. And let's see what we have here. So this one's for my friend in South Africa that said hi. Your message scrolled too fast for me to see it, but let me pull the card. Card for you is indecision. You need to get out of that indecision. You need to break the crossroads. You have to make a decision. Can't stand in the middle of a street because you get smacked on either side. And Ruby from New Zealand. Let's see what we have for you. For you, I feel there's a tarot card coming. And for you, we've got the King of Wands, right? And so when we get the King of Wands, this is this is a visionary entrepreneur, leader. So you may be starting a business, and if you are, it's going to be fruitful. And let's see who else we have here. And Kelly Pampson, you need a reading, something fierce. All right, let's see what the cards want to say for you. Just remember to like, follow, share, and subscribe here. And just remember, so all you people who are asking the same question over and over again, don't even expect a result because I am not answering people who aren't following the rules. Please read the screen. Okay, for you here, what we've got is there's a lot of wealth that's available to you, but it's going to come in, it's going to be very temporary. So enjoy the abundance as it's coming in, but it's not going to stay for very long. I hope that makes sense to you. And thank you, Deborah C. Let's see who else we have. And for people, only ask your question once. I hate having to be a parrot because this is what I sound like and what you guys look like on the screen. It's not good because there's a lot of people, there's over 1,000 people asking me a question, and I can only answer one at a time, and not everybody's going to get it. And the one that's the noisiest is going to get it the least. I like people who are patient. Let me see who else I'm being called to. Is it late where I am? It's 9 p.m. where I am. So we're probably in the same time zone. I'm in Eastern time zone. I'm out in the Pennsylvania area. So let's see who else I'm getting called to. I think I'm going to do a timing question because I feel that everybody here needs an answer that requires time. So let's do another pick a pile. There's just too many people for me to answer everybody's question. So I'm going to help you answer your own question. We're going to do some timing. And so we're going to tune into our own intuition. And so we have 3 cards here. What I want you to do is put in your head a question that you have about time, right? When will something happen? So you put that question in your mind. You're going to tune in to your own intuition. This is going to give everybody a chance to get a card, one that they will be able to tune in themselves. Don't second guess yourself. And so if you have a question like these reconciliation questions, put it here on the cards. Ask them a time. When will it happen? Right now, for the most part, you got to get away from the, all you with the love questions have to get away from the focusing on that person. Because the more you focus on that person, the more you basically sabotage yourself and push it away. So let's get our timing questions in. When will this happen? Get your question in your head, tune in, and the first pile that you pick is the pile you should pick. Do not second guess your intuition. Okay, so does everybody have your answers in there? I'm about ready to pull some cards. So everybody pick your color. You can put your color up here on the screen if you want. And let's get into the read. So if you pick the red card, okay, February is when Okay, if you've picked the yellow card, stop obsessing first because you're pushing it away. The more you obsess, the more you push it away. I just said that. And if you've chosen the purple pile in a few months, right? And so just remember these are only what's the timeline for this now moment. This timeline can change at any time. It's a possibility, a probability, not a definite, because what happens when we set expectations, it always leads to disappointment because we're trying to control. And so hopefully that answered everybody's had a timing question. Everybody has had a chance to get a card. Even if I haven't picked you for a specific question that you've had a chance to get a card. And so with that, let's see who else I'm being called to answer some questions. I've been on about a half hour. I may stay on another 15 minutes or so. And so let's see. So Curious Cumin, you need a yes or no question. Well, we had a yes or no pick a pile, but I'll pull it for you. You already know the question, so I'm just going to give you the answer. All right, so here it comes. Spirit, what's the yes or no? Spirit saying so nah, not happening. So hopefully that'll answer you, Curious Cumin. And let's see what we have here. Ta-da. And Ellen, I'm muting you for the night because you just have not listened to anybody but yourself. And you're so focused on yourself, you're not looking at the screen that says only ask your questions once. Come back another day. You're free to do pickle piles when we do pickle piles, but I don't like that kind of energy. Anybody asking the same question is also going to get the same treatment because I do not allow people to chew up the feed for the same question over and over again. So, Susie Bursett, I'm going to pull you a card from Florida. You've been kind, you've been patient. Let's go from here. So, your home needs a little tender, loving care. Susan from Florida. Uh, Spirit saying, have faith in yourself, stop doubting your ability to take care of stuff, and get out of trying to be in that material world. That material world is holding you back. Focus on clearing up what's inside of your house because it seems like there's some energy that's kind of stagnant. Maybe do some saging, open the windows, let things clear out a little bit. And thank you, Light Force. I appreciate you. And let's see. Who else do we have here? All right, go through up and down. And Chrissy from Wisconsin. Let me see what I feel for you as a love card. I don't know why, but let's see what we need here. Wow. So for you, Chrissy, if you're looking, if you believe you're in that twin flame dynamic, Spirit is telling you there's some divine timing in play for you before any union. Right now, you need to bond with yourself. And as you bond with yourself, whatever's meant for you to come in will come in. I'm not a big fan of the twin flame and the way that it's portrayed out there. It's a divine soul counterpart that comes in once your frequency is healed enough and matched enough to have a healthy relationship, not one that's up and down and toxic. Heaven's Gate Farm. What do I see? I see a screen with a whole bunch of people. Just kidding. So let's see what we have for you. I feel there's a message in the tarot for you. But you're at Heaven's Gate. You should know what's coming already. Let's see. And for you, there's a lot of abundance and opportunities going to come in. Make sure you're aware of it. That's for you, Heaven's Gate. And for Damon. So, you know what? With a person of interest, I'm going to pull your energies for you and your person of interest, but If you don't make it known that you're interested, somebody else will, and you're going to lose that opportunity. You can't let fear stop you. Easier said than done, I know. And Spirit is saying this, threw it at the floor. Uh, there's a magnetism there. Just go for it. Don't wait for them to come to you. Just say hello. Let them know you're interested. I am gifted Janice Kropog. What are you gifted with, Janice Kropog? Let's see what we're going to gift you a card just because I love that. Spirit saying give less F's. It's time for you to exercise, and there's a denial. You're not facing something. Spirit saying it's time for you to face it. It's time for you to really put on your big girl panties and get to face what you're afraid to face. And don't care what anybody thinks about it. You just have to deal with it. And Christine Dilger, let's see what we have for you. See, I'm not going to use this deck, Christine. I'm going to pull another deck because I feel that there's something else that needs to be pulled for you. And for you, it's withering beauty. Even as petals fall, there's beauty in the fading. Honor the full cycle. Spirit's saying that you just got to honor where you're at right now, whether you feel it or not. That's what I'm getting for you. And for Melissa, why can't you keep a job at least 1 year? Well, I'm going to tell you why. It's because you don't feel worthy of it. I don't need a card to tell you that I can read the energy. You need to feel worthy of having that job. And why don't you feel worthy of having that job? Because you don't feel worthy inside. You need to work on yourself. You need to connect to self. And as you connect to self and stop going around on external things, victimhood, everything else, you have to get away from that, and you have to take responsibility for where you are, and also just be okay with where you are. It may not be the most comfortable place right now, but it's where you are, and you have to accept it. Once you do, I think you're going to start to find that things are going to come to you a lot quicker. I know it's not what you want to hear, Melissa, but that's kind of what I'm getting from the energy. I don't need a card for that. And Mary, I can't tell you I'm not a medium. I don't do mediumship. You'll have to find a medium for that. You don't understand my comment that you don't feel worthy? Yeah, I'll explain it to you, Melissa. Uh, Most people don't want to hear that. So we manifest everything in this lifetime. Uh, Good or bad. And when you're not keeping jobs, it's because you don't feel worthy of that job. You don't feel worthy of yourself, and it's a reflection of your internal energy. And until you can get in touch with your internal energy, you're going to keep manifesting the same cycle over and over again. And it's not what you want to hear. I understand it. Trust me, I've run into those same issues, and I didn't want to hear it either. But it's what you need to hear. And no, Christine, it's not she's being lazy. Right now, she's having an internal conflict between self and self. There's many aspects of self, and it happens to everybody. It's not about laziness. It's not about anything other than an internal conflict within self. And that's just something you have to work out. That's only solved through healing. Otherwise, you're going to repeat the cycle over and over again, and you don't want to do that. Go to my Silver Fox spiritual healing site on YouTube. There's a lot of free videos out there to help you get on that path to healing and finding yourself. It all comes from connecting yourself. Self will give you everything you need. I hope that makes sense to you, um, but it's the only thing that's really going to help. Well, what you're just saying in yourself, your own statement here, Melissa, is exactly that. You expect it. You create that reality. Why do you create that reality? You got to dig deeper than the surface. Really dig deep, and you'll find an answer. And bear with me here while I reset the energy a little bit. And love and light to you as well from South Africa. And Sylvia, yes, I have a card for you. Let's see what that card is going to pull. And people, just remember to be polite and kind. Everybody's going through something. We all go through these areas in life. And, you know, what we're looking for in cards sometimes is just a little help or a little guidance to help move ourselves across. So we have to be polite to everybody here. If you don't agree, that's fine. But all right, so right now we're coming through an aftermath of the storm for you, and uh, somebody's love is very distant right now, and I'll pull. This has got a lot of cards, and I'm not going to pull all the cards here. It's too many to go through. And Spirit's saying that you need to resist the easy road. So when I see all three of these together, and I'm going to put it so you can read it properly, right? You're trying to find the easy path to this. Right now, this storm is gone. There's some distance in whatever it is that of somebody you love, and it's not going to come easy. You're really going to have to work at it if you want it. And bear with me while and you're welcome, Sylvia. Uh, Karen, let's see what we have for you. And for you, I have, and I'm probably only going to do about two or three more cards because my energy is starting to wane. I've been working all day. Uh, you're walking away from something, but you see where the gate is? You haven't fully walked away because you have to open up that gate. It's time for you to open that gate and walk away. It's your choice. Uh, choose to stay, choose to leave, but you're really better off walking away. I hope that makes sense to you. And that's for Karen. Karen. Um, just feeling into who else is. And thank you, Pingerson. I appreciate you. Jossie Love, let's see what's going on here. And I appreciate all you people who have been patient, who have followed the rules, have looked at the screen to see the rules because there's a lot of people a lot of want a message, and I try to get as many as I can for free. If you need it that badly, you have to ask all the time. Just paid reading. They're really simple. I do them on Thursdays and on Sundays most of the time, especially for the full ones. The shorter ones I do all week. Um, so for you, Jossie, it's open up. You're being asked to open up your heart. Once you do, you can live your dream, but you have to know what that dream is. And how do you get to know what your dream is? By opening your heart and allowing yourself to speak to you and tell you what that dream is. So let's start with a heart healing, start working your way through that. And when you do, you're going to have clarity around what it is that you truly are wanting in this life. And I'm going to scroll around here. So uh, let's see who else we have. I have Irvin from Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, I have a few friends from Baltimore. They're real fun friends. So for you, we have two cards. One is past life connection and nutrition. So make sure you're checking this past life connection. There's a connection that you have that you're in a past life. And when I see nutrition, what you have to do is you have to make sure this is a healthy choice. This is a warning to make sure that this is right for you, not just a repeat of something that you've cycled through over and over again. You have to feel into your heart and use your own discernment on this. And See who else. MJ, how are we today? Yes, you may have a card, MJ. It's good to see you again. MJ is another one of my bigger fans. I see her a lot here, and I appreciate her keeping supporting me here. So with that, let's see what we have for you, MJ. Got solid foundations, unspoken burdens, balance of power, and sharpened perspectives. Okay, so when I look at all three of these together, I need to feel into this one. Um, for you, I think if I looked at it in this area here, right? You've got a lot of burdens. They're just holding you back right now. Spirit's saying it's time to get some firm foundations here. Stop with the shakiness. You really have to get focus on this. How do you get to a solid foundation? Once you do, you're going to be balanced again. But right now, these burdens are kind of weighing you this way. I hope that makes sense to you, MJ. And I'm going to answer one more question of just about came time for me. And so Rita V99, you're going to be my last card for today. Let's feel into the cards and let's see what we have. And for you, it's a ritual. Spirit is saying it's time for you to take some time for yourself, time to discover yourself, time to meditate, time to really just wind down because you're burning the ends too far. And this is not good for you. You need to take some time for yourself. And it's got to be every day. You just can't do it like off and on. Can't be wishy-washy. So I hope that makes sense for you, Rita V. That is the last card I am doing for today. I'd like to thank everybody who did come to my live and has watched from the end. I appreciate all those who've been sending me these little roses and stuff. I really do appreciate it. Not required, but I do appreciate it. And for those of you who are looking for a reading a little bit more deeper than a one card or a pick or pile, you can reach out for paid readings. I do them. They're very reasonable, $10 to $60. $60. My most expensive read. It's about 30 to 35 minutes via Zoom, where it gets recorded. You can ask questions. It's interactive, and at the same time, I generally will bring down a light language healing to help do clear whatever that energy is, because my readings are all based on energy. They're not about stories. I don't want to be focused on what your person's doing, because that makes no sense. It doesn't help anybody. Only thing it does is keep you stuck, and we don't want to be stuck. We want to move forward. We want to have the abundance in life. And how do we do that? By healing, by connecting to self, and by discovering what it is that is keeping us stuck. And how do you do that? You do that by looking at energies. And so with that, I thank everybody. Please do watch, subscribe, follow, put your notifications on. And when you are browsing other social media, I have Silver Fox Spiritual over on YouTube. That is my healing channel with the light language healings. Over 500 healings, all available for free. And I do personal healings as well. And for those of you who would like to win a personal healing or full reading, if you do visit and follow my Facebook page, which I'm going to put in my comments right now. So if you follow that Facebook page and you follow it, if you're one of the first 100 that are in there, you'll have a 1 in 100 chance of winning a free reading or free healing. So make sure you are following that page. I need to get it to 100 so that I can go live on Facebook as well for my group page. And so if you wouldn't mind helping me out, one of you will get a chance to win a full $60 full reading. And with that, I thank everybody. Please follow me on all my channels, and always look for this logo to see that is my channel. I never reach out to anybody unless you've reached out to me first. So if somebody pretends to be me, they're not using my logo, and they're asking first, then it's not me. So with that, have a great day. I will see you guys at the next read, and I'll probably post this one up on my YouTube channel, Silver Fox. It's called Readings by Silver Fox Spiritual. please visit and subscribe there as well. That's my backup channel for a lot of my clients that are in India that can't get TikTok. So have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you at the next reading.